I'm still doing the robot. I don't care how many years I'm here. Not doing it well. My name is Helen Keeney. Yes, this is my farewell celebration. HSN is continuing on. We're really excited, going to continue on in Pennsylvania. I've decided to continue on with my stand-up comedy career, which is something that I did for decades before I was a host here, that I've done simultaneously while I was a host here, and I'm gonna go back to doing it full time. So I would love for you to follow me. On Instagram, I'm the official Helen Keeney, and on Facebook, I'm Helen Keeney Comedy, and my website is helenkeeney.com, and you can come to a live show, and I'm gonna have all my tour dates there. It is gonna be very different than what I do here, but a lot of you have already come and seen me, and we're gonna have lots of fun. Speaking of fun, I'm gonna jump right into my first item, and Chad Allen is here. I'm so excited, Chad, that you're here for my final show. All my friends are here, and you know, Chad, you always bring us amazing things. This is from Bell & Howell that literally won an Academy Award for lighting, and the lighting is part of this multitasker. It is a clock. It is a lamp, it is a wireless speaker, it is a charger, and it is one of those chargers that is wireless, which usually, I remember when we launched these here at HSN, the wireless charger, they were 50 bucks. And
Yes.
that's all it did.
Yeah, at a minimum.
And it wasn't cute at all.
No, it was not cute.
It was not cute.
Not cute at all.
Not cute.
You're also funny here, by the way.
Oh, thank you, my love.
So as much as you love being a comedian outside here, we think you are our comedian.
And Chad has seen
here.
about 400 of my stand-up shows. You are honestly, I really appreciate the support you've given me.
Well, because you've watched 100 of my presentations, I have to go to 100 of your shows.
Okay, that's fair.
But what is this? We will do a little bit of our job today, I think, even though we're very sad about Helen. I might not go to Pennsylvania either based on this result.
No, Chad's gonna be going, and you know, who knows? Maybe next year I'll come up and be a guest, and you know, Chad and I will present things together. We don't know.
I do. That'd be great.
We might. Who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna do?
I know a company that can make product.
Okay, I'll give him a call.
This is your multimedia device all in one. It's gonna be your charger, your clock, your alarm clock. Also, not just a clock. There's an alarm built in, which is great. Vertical clock also. You know, when your phone is laying on your side table and you can't see anything, this is like that clock you can see. This whole perimeter around here, you can see a little bit of the light. That's like a night light or ambiance light. I'm currently charging my AirPods, but that could be my cell phone or anything else, because this entire block right here is your wireless charging enabled platform. It's not like the old school days where you have to plug something in or have to get it exactly onto that circle. That circle's just there to remind you what it is. This whole platform actually wirelessly charges, okay? 4 buttons on the front. This one's gonna do your different lighting modes, from animated modes to solid colors. You're not lacking any options. Let me just say that, okay? There's a white light, anything for all the kids, for adults. It's all built in. Your setting features there if you want to change some of the settings. There's your alarm button right there in the bottom corner. Watch what happens when I push that alarm button. You get an actual picture of an alarm. That's a big deal to me because I have anxiety about checking my alarm to make sure it's on. And then there's your Bluetooth button, okay? On the back, I'm gonna do it real fast. There's nothing to worry about. It's one plug, that's it. So all of this has one USB plug. Why do I point that out? I'm gonna set this down on the table. Because traditionally, you have to go out and buy a wireless charger. This is great, this works. You have to buy a clock, you have to buy a Bluetooth speaker. These don't have plugs on them, some of them, but imagine if they did, right? Everything had a plug, you had to plug it all in. It's all on your side table, it's all on your desk, it's all in your office. These are small versions of what they are. I could have exaggerated and got a big speaker and a big clock and things like that. Also the lamp, right? And so when you add the humidifier or the purifier or anything else to your side table, you take up more space. So getting a multimedia device changes all that. So why this one though? Well, it's got a 5-watt charger built in. So when I put
it's Apple or Android.
Any phone you have.
Any phone you have.
Yep, as long as it's wirelessly charged enabled, you can charge it. As far down as like Apple AirPods, they automatically charge. I know we sell a lot of different kinds of earbuds and AirPods that wirelessly charge, just like we do phones. Even now, some smaller tablets can wirelessly charge, as well as your portable power banks can sometimes wirelessly charge as well. You're future-proof here, because that's where we're heading. Eventually, there'll be no cords or cables ever. But here's what I know, Helen. This is our lowest price, free shipping, all the different stuff that we talk about. Bell & Howell didn't make any more of these though. And so as I you know, say HSN is the best retailer for the deal that you're getting, you might not be able to even find this at another retailer because HSN took all the inventory.
Right, and I really love this for a guest room. Maybe you're having company this summer and you're wondering, do they like a nightlight? I wonder if I should get a lamp. And do they all have phones, right? Should I put a charger in that room? And they're like, you know, some people like to listen to the news or podcasts. Should I get a Bluetooth speaker? You think about all those things. This is $10 in free shipping and check, 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 and check. So that's it. You're all done. And I think about, you know, a dorm room. You think about all the needs of somebody going away to college. This would be amazing for a dorm. This would be great for, you know, for you in the primary bedroom. If you're somebody that's like, you know what, I like to have a little night light. I always trip when I'm getting up. And by the way, if you don't want any light at all, you could turn that light off.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to have the light on at all. You could have the light on during, you know, the twilight when you're kind of going to sleep, but you could shut that light off. You could have it be white as a lamp. This would be great on your desk. You know, you just set your phone down, it starts charging. You go about, you know, you glance up and you want to see what time it is. There's what time it is. I mean, even when you're working on your computer, it's like, no, you got to go to the clock app or something, like find out what time it is. You know, honestly, it's like the simple things, you know, light, time, charging your cell phone. And, you know, but then there's also the ambiance of this.
Yes, and I always joke, if you're used to counting sheep when you sleep, you can go 1, 2. You can count this as you fall asleep. Here's my phone, though. If I set it down here, it automatically charges. That's worth the price of admission. Like that by itself, if this was only a charger, it's worth it. And it's wirelessly charging. So when I get a phone call, I just pick it up and I start to talk, right? To get a text, I just pick it up, I start to talk, right? The clock itself, I'm gonna show you my clock because this is a big feature. My mom was always a very sensitive sleeper. I knew that. That's how prevalent that was in our household, no light. And so that clock seems a little bright. And so if I wanna turn this completely off, okay, well that light's off, but oh, I'm real sensitive and that clock is too bright for me. That light button, you just hold that down, just keep your finger there, and you can stop this at any point along the way, but do you see what happens? It goes down to basically nothing. In real life, that's even darker than what I'm actually seeing on your screen. And then if I want to bring that back up, I can. Why do I even point this out?
That alone is a feature that I don't think I've ever seen on any alarm clock that I've ever owned.
Exactly, but
so
it is something people want.
Get it, yeah, but I would like it kind of dim. And then I do like to just, you know, the other thing is I'm half asleep, so I don't want to look for the cord to plug it in. Yep. I just want to be like, oh, I'm looking at my phone, and then, you know, because my husband and I have different sleep schedules, like he's like a 9-to-5er. Yeah. And then, you know, all I have to do is just gently set my phone down. I'm not like searching for a plug to plug it in. It makes it so easy, and then in the morning, there, you know, there you go. And I set my alarm, there's the alarm. It's everything. Or if you don't want to set an alarm, don't set an alarm if it's the weekend. This really is kind of like a little personal assistant.
Oh yeah, and it's got all the features built in that you've always wanted without the cumbersome space that you need.
Yeah, and
right?
It looks very modern too. In this little video, they showed it in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it looked fantastic.
Actually, this one is
instead of having a giant clock in your kitchen, you know, have this in the kitchen and then just set your phone down and charge it.
Watch this. This one's on a portable power bank. And so this is just powered by USB. And so I'm gonna put this back here by the laundry room.
Okay.
Because maybe you're gonna get ready in the laundry, or maybe you're doing your laundry.
Let's get the lights back up and then we'll get a shot of you so we see what you're doing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just stood next to Helen on this side. I figured I'd just set it there and then
yeah, he has a power bank attached to it, so now he can take it around anywhere he wants to go.
Because it draws very little power for studio purposes, it's easy to put it on a power bank, which means I can quickly move it around to show you different scenarios. That can be exactly where it's at now in my laundry room. I'm doing my laundry, I got my music playing, I got my cell phone charging, I got my extra light. Real life scenario.
Right.
Same thing with the bathroom, right? Same thing with the cubicle at work. Same thing with the teacher's desk. I mean, things like that. There's a million places in the studio I could take it, but what I know is this small compact design is what you want because as technology changes, things get smaller, it doesn't get worse. It gets higher quality and a smaller footprint. So the places that you can have this, like your kitchen counter next to your sink.
I love the idea of the kitchen counter.
Brilliant. You're there all day, right?
All right, well, we're getting super busy on the phones. The quickest way to to get in is to scan that QR code. You can also order digitally by going to our hsn.com website. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week store. Item number is 900-047. When these sell out, you won't be able to get them here or anywhere. This is an HSN exclusive, and it's made from the folks at Bell & Howell that bring us amazing, amazing things over and over for years and years and years, and they literally won an Academy Award for lighting. So the lighting element is a really cool decorative. You could have it white, you could have it color changing, or you could have it off. Or you could play some music.
Sorry.
Don't make me start doing the robot again.
You know, you're not going to have 4 of them in the same room as you. And I was like, which one did I just Bluetooth to? When you have 4, you got to know which one you Bluetooth to. But it's playing back here in the laundry room.
We got to get a shot of the crew. Can we get a shot like
Bill
over
Duggan.
here? I don't know how the cameras work, but.
So the point of the story is it's playing on my phone.
Yeah.
The music's from my phone. I know how to work this. I don't have to worry about how to work that. But the music's coming from right back here.
It's really music anywhere you want it. And you're right. You can carry it around with you. You can in the laundry room, or with a power bank. You can even carry it outside.
Yes, you
with
could.
a power bank. Just because I think about the weather's nice, everybody's going outside, and we're talking about the EcoFlow power wherever you want it. You could also take it with you and plug it into your EcoFlow. Now over 500. People are jumping on the phones and they're doing a double take. Wait, free shipping and $10 off, and the flex pay is only $10. So you're plunking down $10. The shipping is free. We're going to send it to you right away. Like anything else at HSN, you have 30 days. If you don't love it, you could send it back. But this is the cool stuff that you watch HSN to get. Because if you're walking up and down the aisles of your local store, you're not going to see anything like that. Look at the energy those kids have. They're making me tired just that video.
But from adults to kids, though, I mean, it works for everyone.
See, it's interesting. I see that blue light. I think of listening to a podcast. I think of this as like a Zen spa relaxing thing. But I see in the video, other people look at it like Party Central.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm like bubble bath.
Bubble bath.
I set this on the back of the toilet. I use a portable power bank. It doesn't draw a lot of power, so I'm not kidding. You can definitely use a little portable power bank. We all have a lot of those. And just for the hour, you're in the bathtub, the bubble bath, like a long time. Set it on the back of the toilet or on the kitchen or in the bathroom sink. Create that ambiance with that little lamp.
Yes.
Play your audiobook or your podcast or listen to some nice, romantic, calm down music.
Right, exactly. We want to calm everybody down.
Right, at the same time, after that long day, your phone can then start to charge, which makes it so perfect. This is coming to you, though, from Bell & Howell in the last 30 seconds here, right? Bell & Howell's been around 117 years. We're in 99 countries. It's a name brand. So if you are going to ship this to somebody or give it as a gift, you're giving them a name brand.
Oh, my gosh. Over 600 now gone. They are flying out there. I feel like everybody watched and everybody all at once. By the way, a lot of people are getting more than one. I think they're thinking, my daughter would love that, but I'd like to have that. I want that in our bedroom. But I think I loved, the host idea of the guest bedroom, because I think about when you have company, well, do they have an Android phone or do they have an Apple phone? Doesn't matter. You can charge it.
Yeah.
Well, do they listen to music or do they listen to, what do they listen to? Doesn't matter. Listen to whatever you want. Do they like a light or do they not like a light? What is their preference? You don't have to know, because this will do a light and this will not do a light. I mean, it really is a great item that is going to really go however you want to go. So the item number is on your screen. It's 900-047. And by the way, as we move on and talk about other items, you can still shop for this. Just, write the multicolor speaker in the search bar. It'll come up, or it's going to be on the homepage of hsn.com. Now, when are you back again?
Oh gosh, Thursday with Natasha.
Thursday?
I'm here till the 23rd.
Wait, are you Thursday here or there?
Yes, I'm here till the 23rd.
Here or there.
Then I start up there the 27th.
Okay, all right.
But most importantly, you should be searching the official Helen Keeney.
Yes, on my Instagram. Thank you.